Hi, paper friends. This is a new mini episode of Paperdag Papertalk, and I wanted to talk to you about the pens that I have currently inked because a few of them have changed. There's a few new ones, and I also wanted to show you how I started keeping track of my inks. I have told you probably that I know I have, that I've started an ink journal, and I have noticed that because I had to add some more inks in the last couple of weeks, I feel like I'm losing track of all the inks I have because it's kind of a little bit chaotic that I have to flip through the book, and I want them a little bit more compact. So here I can write a little more extensively, maybe make a comment, but I also decided I'm going to put all my inks on index cards. And this way, if I want a quick look and I want to say, what am I going to do? I want an orange. I can very quickly see these are all my oranges. And yeah, I think this is a very good way of doing it. That's going to work very well for me. And I'm going to keep the cards in the tin box with my inks. And yeah, when I fill my pens, I usually have one or several of these guys here ready just to make sure. And when I have inked a new pen, I write something in the front of my ink and pen journal, which is a Fabriano A5 notebook that, as far as I remember, I purchased in Venice. So let's start with this guy, because this is the only one that is still kind of half full, which is surprising. So that it must have a really giant tank. I love the nib. Is that called a stub nib? Not quite sure. Love the pen. Had it on the trip. Took it to on our journey, and it is a Twisty Mini. I told you last time that is a TWSBI, also known among people who know their pens as a Twisty Mini. I really like writing with this. It's very, I love the writing style. It's kind of the wider nib, and that's really my jam. As we were traveling, I filled the black. I emptied the black Lamy that I had brought on the trip, and when I got back, I filled this one with, let's see what it is, with yellow ink. And this is the Lamy with Diamine citrus ice, which is a shimmer glitter ink. I think at times it's hard to read. One time my husband came and looked at what I was writing, and he's like, oh, I can barely read that. And that's true. I should probably better use it on brilliantly white paper. Lot to learn. So, but of course, this is the ink that had to go into this pen. I have used and finished one writing with one fountain pen that was a gift from my husband. As I told you, I always want to have one pen inked that he has gifted me. So let me just grab that pen because I wanted to show you I inked it and already emptied it in one letter. Beautiful pen, gold nib, writes wonderfully, broad nib, and this is a limited edition. Gives you a series number somewhere on the pen. So I use it with this ink, which is called the Atramentis Document Red, that I got from Goulet Pens as in a sample size. And oh yes, it's a Delta Gladiator limited edition, series 1, 46 of 100. Yeah, beautiful pen, really heavy. After I finished this, I grabbed this guy here. Which is a Waterman. And you see how beautiful this writes. I've put in a cartridge, a Pelican cartridge, turquoise. Very juicy and fat writing, broad nib. Really like it. I still have this guy inked. I did not take it on the trip. Let me backtrack here where it is. Oh yes, this is this guy here. It's a Matador click with a gold nib. So I really had to do a lot of soaking and cleaning on this guy, but now it writes beautifully. It has a gold nib. It's kind of a little more delicate, but I still love it. It's called a Matador click. These went in production, I think, in 1949. You can find some information on the internet. And I inked it with my purple from Waterman. It writes very, very smoothly. And like I said, this nib is just really great. Hope this is easily to see for you. Click. Next was a Pelican. I honestly have no clue how old this guy is and where I got it from. I assume it's from the flea market because I don't think I would have caused damage like I see here. This must be from either a flame or some aggressive acidic glue. Not sure. Which of course does not do anything to the pen itself. So I do not know. It's a 400. Oh yes, I don't know if there's any other component to the name. So put in Noodler's ink, a new ink that I recently purchased from Goulet Pens. That's called Cactus Fruit, which is of course something that I must own because I am in the desert. Yeah. Last but not least is a vintage Kaweco Elite. Yet again, no clue where it comes from, where I got it. Gold nib. Yet another new ink. No, wait. I think this is Diamine. Is it? No, Noodler's ink. Army. I have noticed that I really like green inks, so I have a lot of those, but this is a beautiful camouflagey green, and I really enjoy writing with this pen, even though it's more delicate than I normally would choose. Just I love the sound that it makes, and it's just a wonderful writer. Great flow, nothing wrong about it. And I love that it's so old. At some point, I'm going to show you all of my Kawecos, the whole collection. I have 2 new ones, and and a bunch of older ones. Okay, that's it in regards to paper and writing and ink from me today. I hope you're all well, and I wish you happy writing. Bye-bye.